Hi again, everyone, and
hello.
Welcome to another edition of Business and Life Insights. Today we have our very own Fabricias, as I call her. Please introduce yourself. Nisikupatie majina kama za mnyanyi.
Usinibatize.
Nisikubatize.
Kwanza vile hiyo sector tuko na hiyo baraka.
Mimi mnoma.
Yeah, hi people. My name is Fabricia. Please get it right. Fabricia.
Fabricia.
It's Fabrizia. They pronounce it Fabrizia, but for us,
Fabricias.
unaona nimebatizwa. Yeah, Fabricia, aware. Hizo ni majina zangu za government. Hizo ni jina zangu za M-Pesa. Si za kubandika.
Yeah.
But hiyo masaa ingine AfroFabb ama Fabs. Depending on vile tunajuana.
Yeah.
Si ndio?
Yeah. So ulisema kuna jina ingine? Kuna wenye wanakujua kama Fabi.
Inategemea tunajuanaje. Unajua kuna wale mnajua na officially.
Yes.
Officially watu wa officially wanajua Fabrice. Akimkutana na watu wananisalimia ati hi Fabrice, like where do you know me from? Wewe tulikuwa shule na wewe wapi? Ama shule job na wewe.
Yeah.
Those are baby.
Yeah, it has to be official.
Unajua huyu mtu tumetoka naye mbali. Huyu tumetoka naye home. Alafu unalala kuita Fabs, unajua huyu ni wa
deep
within adoa nyoba. Inaitwa weni.
Ni wale wa sweet
babe. Koro.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. As always, it's a pleasure. We on this segment, what we do is we get to know the people in our lives, people who've been in business, people who've taken an alternative to employment, basically. What I try to do with it is to encourage other people who might be thinking about taking the same path, have taken the same path, and it's a bit difficult, and they maybe a bit stuck, or stuff like that. So please tell us a bit more, like give us a little bit of a history of who Fabricia is. Fabi. Who Fabi is. AfroFabb.
Because I'm like that feels strange.
Okay, AfroFabb. Is AfroFabb okay?
AfroFabb is okay.
Okay, so AfroFabb.
But don't nita break down to what?
Yeah.
Yeah, but mko na time anyway. Fabricia, AfroFabb, Fabi. Mimi ni mtu simple, napenda life. I'm a curious person. I'm a curious person. It's landed me in trouble, but sometimes it's been a good thing because I end up finding out things that I don't need at the moment and helps later.
Yes.
So what I've done with my life, apart from kusoma na zile vitu za kawaida, kusoma. Mimi sikuwa napenda shule, kwanza tuanze hapo. Nilienda tu shule because at some point you're like lazima upate KCPE.
Same WhatsApp
upate KCSE ndio uende. Maze
kwanza tuko hivi ni parallel.
Maze
hivi same WhatsApp group.
Uko tu hapa. Because musema kama ningeambiwa earlier like you don't have to go to school. Just focus on these things that you like.
What would you have done?
Definitely I'd be I'm handsy. I like doing things.
DM manenas. Slide.
I like my hands.
Are you single?
I work good. Yes, slide kule kwa DM utanikuta kule. I'll explain better. I'll show you.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, probably I would have been a mechanic.
Yeah.
I'm a construction.
Yeah.
Okay. Unapenda kujenga vitu na kubomoa vitu. And of course my first passion ningekuwa tu dance.
Si bomoe nyumba yao wenyewe.
Siwezi bomoa. Naweza jenga alafu na of course the thing that comes naturally to me like walking is dancing.
Okay.
Like I would have taken my dance uko mbali.
Yeah.
Because hata vitu mob zenye nime experience kwa life zenye zimeni omoa lack of a better word ni dance.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu when did I start dancing? Zamani.
Yeah.
I think nilianza hivi kutembea nikiendanga nikidance because there's a thing that music does. It
Yeah.
calms you in a changamsha vitu inside you. And for me, I couldn't stop moving, and still I can't stop moving. And
Or talking.
or talking. So ziko tu hapa na hapa. Zingine na nyamazanga, lakini inakuanga kuna shida kama nimenyamaza.
Akwangi na mimi. For those who don't know, me and AfroFabb, we work together. So even though I do these segments for business, we do quite a bit together. So when I say that Akwangi na mimi, I spend a lot of time with her. She never shuts up.
And there's people out here, I'm sure, they'll just
sometimes
be
I'm just like, I want to be quiet, like, guy, 2 minutes too. Just 2 minutes. But we all have our thing. What has your personality contributed to your choices in life? We all have that thing that we wanted to do, for example, but we couldn't do for whatever reason.
Yes.
Number one, let's start with your chosen profession.
Dance.
Yes.
Yes.
So how has your personality helped you in progressing that to this date?
Actually, that played a big role. Like I think 90% of it.
Yeah.
Because I'm a chatty person.
Yes.
I'm easily drawn to people.
Yes.
So I'll see someone and there's something that's going to attract me to them, and if I can talk to that person,
yes.
Yani hapo story mtu mwingine akikuja, they'll think that you people have been pals. That time I don't even know your name. I've not even asked. Yes. But we got into it, and how it helped me was I'd get myself in events or just something like in a setting.
Yeah.
And you're there, you're talking to someone, nini, da, you're there going, and before you know it, you're like, this other person says, by the way, there's such a thing, there's an event coming up.
Yes.
And, or maybe, kulikuwa na mziki ilichezwa, then I started moving, and then they're like, you're that missing piece we were looking for. So I think you can be a perfect fit. So you come and do this.
Yes.
The first event I ever did, nilitupwa huko depend, niliambiwa enda huko, and I had no knowledge of how to.
So by event, what do you mean?
Gig, for a dancing gig.
Okay.
Yeah. So there's an event. God. Can I remember really what it was?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but because ziko mingi.
Fabiana is enda Kisumu rudi Nairobi before ende Mombasa.
That's why I asked, do you have time? Yeah. So I'm there. There's a function. You're like, oh, okay, sawa. There's music. Fanya hivi. Enda uchangamshe watu.
Yes.
Like go psych these people up, because we're humans. We always wait for a ringleader, somebody to start,
especially.
Exactly. So you're like, okay, sawa. It comes naturally to me. There's music. Basta move.
Yeah.
Before you know it, I'm pulling people in. There's a crowd. You've engaged everyone, and voila. Before you know it, you're like, the whole room is dancing. The whole crowd is dancing. So I started cashing in on that.
Yeah.
Because it's like a hype person thing or whatever. That's it nini. But I used it to my advantage because napenda kuongea.
Yes.
And I'm like, come tujaribu, and I'm always encouraging someone. I'm like, usijaribu, usiogope, fanya vile unaweza. There's no right way, there's no right way and wrong way for dancing.
That's it.
You feel the beat, enda vile utaenda.
Yeah, exactly.
Enda vile utaenda, because it's your beat.
Yes.
And the way you translate it is different for everyone.
Exactly.
So yeah, I'm like, come here, let's do this. And of course, in that crowd, there's people watching.
Yes.
So people want a piece of you.
That's
people want a piece of you. They're like, no, who are you? You're like, oh, my name is da. And at the time you're doing it, you're not doing it for money. You're not doing it for, you don't have any motive around it. You're like, I'm not looking for money. I'm not looking for fame.
That's it.
It's something I enjoy. So yeah, that's how I started getting my gigs, because somebody gets your number, they're like, I want you to do the same thing. I have a function, I have an event.
That's it.
Come.
Yeah.
Other dancers see you. We've formed a couple of groups. I've belonged to at least groups here and there, and we got gigs, got paid.
Kamati ya madansa.
I know.
Kama chama dancers.
And I think the thing I loved about dance is I got to stay fit. Mimi na kuruka na nini, sipendi kukimbia lakini napenda kudance. Sipendi kukimbia lakini napenda kuruka.
Yes.
Highlight on the word kukimbia.
Yes.
Sipendi. But there's a way when I wasn't active.
Yeah.
There's a way I feel like anakwa mgonjwa, you're tired, you're moody, you're just in a funk.
Yeah.
And I realized every time I dance, I feel better.
Yeah.
My moods is lighter, I'm brighter. I'm actually a better person to be around.
Yes.
Because you can imagine 5 minutes ago you met me, I was in a mood.
Yeah.
Funk. Like, can you just play some music?
Yes.
Shukas. Activate fabs. No. So you're like, once you find out that's the thing that works for you.
Yes.
Mimi huyo.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
But how, okay, so for example,
yes.
I know that growing up and with parents a certain age, our parents' generation, what were the challenges that you faced getting into that profession?
It wasn't easy.
Yeah.
It was never easy.
Yeah.
My parents accepted that I was a dancer.
Yes.
When I was turning 23. Please note, this is somebody who's been dancing since she was 5. Actually, the first time I got on stage, I was 5.
Yeah.
Uko nitwanga ASK, Linda show. So, nimeenda nini story. Of course, they played music and I was picked from the crowd and put on the stage.
Yes.
There's like, hey, umtoyana dance noma. I was put on the stage. So I danced, of course. I got there's a gift. I can pata box kubwa ilikuwa at the time masabuni mafuta ya kupika vitu tu za hao
gift ya mama yako.
Exactly. Unaona zile kaya hata maswiti mabiskuti na nini
bana nikopewa watu hii
unajua alafu unajua at the time hata ufikirio like nimepewa hiki tu chukueni hiki tu because sabuni sasa ndafanyia so unaona so you can imagine they knew this thing is in this child.
Yes.
They're always playing music. There's always music in the house. So hakuna kule ilikuwa inaenda. Like I'm in a bad mood. They knew this thing was there. But I didn't get any support.
Yes.
I didn't get any support in school.
Why do you think that is though?
Because how society is, you're expected to act in some certain way. You're a child of this age.
Yeah.
You're supposed to go to school. Maliza primary, get into high school, get into college, get a job.
Yes.
No.
Yeah.
And you can imagine this is a talent that I had, of which if it was nurtured.
Yes.
My friend, unasikia nakwambia kuomoka. Nilikuwa nishaomoka zamani. Because you can imagine at 5,
yes.
I'm already getting tokens.
Yes.
You can imagine if they nurtured that.
Yes.
Probably ningejisomesha.
Yes.
Ningejisomesha because you can imagine you've gotten to a point. There's competitions. There's this program that used to come zamani. That put a competition to
wanakulia nini yao juu walianza kudance kitambo.
Exactly.
And these are people who we grew up with.
Yes.
You know?
No.
And I understand where you're coming from because I used to dance as well.
Yes.
And I love dance and I love music. You know this.
Yes.
Now I just twerk. Because my bones are too bloody old to move in any other way.
Like we said, you feel the beats.
So, I feel like our parents' generation ilikuwa hiyo ya if you let a child dance, especially a girl, and this is why more boys in those days were allowed to dance, become dancers, and go into dance. Yeah. Now you see more girls dancing on a professional stage. But the problem is, even the industry now views women as vixens.
Yes.
Whereas men are called dancers.
Male dancers and vixens.
Exactly.
That's why it's a vixen.
Exactly. So it is the terms that people use to denigrate women.
Puts you in a tiny box.
Exactly.
In these professions.
You have young ladies out here wanting to go into dance, but they don't want to take their clothes off.
Yes.
They don't want to be twerking.
Yes.
They don't want to dance in a certain way. But there's a way that dance is and has been for a long time, packaged for women and for men.
True.
Male dancers are fully dressed.
Fully clothed.
Female dancers have to be scantily dressed for them to be accepted.
Why?
And I think this is why for parents in an African setting, especially,
it was shunned upon.
They see it as my child will be seen as having loose morals.
That is exactly why I didn't get support. That is why I did not get any support, because of how society has termed it. And society has already dictated, mtoto wako ni msichana, she's not supposed to dance. She's not supposed to dance on stage because
she'll get pregnant.
Yes, she'll get pregnant because she was dancing. So she danced onto her and got her boss.
We know biology, bwana.
I know. Like some girl goes somewhere to get in somewhere, and then, but that's a lesson for another day.
Yes.
And you see, because there's that, because unajita kuuma as a parent, you know, this, like, they have this fire inside them, but since society dictates that, yapana, hi-fi, we conform to that. Exactly, you conform to that.
Yeah.
You're not helping anyone.
Yes.
Like I said, ningeendelea kudance, probably I would have taken myself through school.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu unaona, at least kungekuwa tuna chip in man, hata kama ningekuwa tunanunua vitabu, ama at least kungekuwa tuna kitu. And ama ningepata scholarship.
Yeah.
Unaona?
Yeah.
And that's the other thing parents should learn right now. Your child has a talent. Watoto wote wako na talanta.
Yeah.
Whether anatembea hivi na mguu mbili ama ako kwa wheelchair ama ako na nini, there's something they have.
Yes.
We all have a special thing about us.
Yes.
And as soon as we find out what it is,
yes,
and we nurture it, oh God, it's going to blow up. It's going to become something else. It might not happen right now.
Yes.
But it's going to happen pale mbele.
Yes.
Unaona? Because kama mimi. So I started at that time. In school, I just used to be in the school competitions and whatnot.
Yeah.
Like, drama festivals, G music, nini. Primary, gone. High school, it's the same routine. And there are people who in school, ni wananikumbuka juu ya dance, wanikumbuki juu ya academic performance. Yo ilikuwa unaona. And you can find that there are kids who are like that. There's a child who's gone to school, but is a good soccer player, is a good basketballer, is a good rugby player, is a good gymnast. Like, there's that other thing.
Yes.
That just, they pop.
Yes.
Lakini, hii haijakuwa nurtured kwa sababu you're being suppressed, you're being told lazima usome. Juu, ukisoma, upite, upate kazi.
Yeah.
Niwaambia nataka kazi kwa ofisi.
So, to be fair, like somebody like Night Atieno, for example, I think everyone in school knew me because of, number one, my very loud voice. I don't, like now I'm whispering, I think people can hear me. Like I'm almost speaking at you're here.
Volume 0.
Nitete, sini ukweli?
It's true.
Sai niko volume 0.
This one is loud.
Exactly. I don't even need to try.
I'm not shouting.
People knew me because of that. Yes. Why? Because I was involved in a lot of sports, so cheering, nini, drama. Mimi hata I can't sing for tofu. Nilikuwa kwa kwaya.
Bas.
My auntie used to tell me, Sharon, you can't sing. I'm like, yeah, but I like it.
Deal with it.
You know. So I've always been an entertainer, but I'm also academic.
Yes.
I am more active than I am academic. I love books, you know me. I do courses all the time. I love learning. Yeah. But not in the conventional way that they are still teaching us. Stuff that A, I have no interest in, B, will never help me anywhere. You know what I mean? And this is another thing that we keep talking about, changing or thinking about changing our education system. Especially watu wakishafika hapa 16, 15, 16, 14. Give us choices that you can already see this child has a talent somewhere.
Yes.
You know,
it's like, direction.
That's it. It's like the GCSE system. You do all your subjects until you get to 16. Yes. And then you choose 3 subjects which you feel you're really good at.
Yes.
You stand a better chance of doing something you enjoy doing,
you time,
and you're going to be successful.
You get to focus on what you like, so hence you're
going to bado sijui tuko 8 subjects, sijui 12. Hata sijui ngapi kwa sababu nilifail physics so badly hawakuweka kwa living certificate yangu.
Kwanza nilikuwa na 14 by then ilikuwa 14 alafu you break
nakuja to 12.
Mimi nakumbuka kwanza tulikuwa tunaambiwa shule ati you have to pick 8 subjects. Mimi nimefika 4. I'm thinking I'm ready to shuka over here. Because I'm thinking itanisaidia math, English, nisikuwa napenda Kiswahili mpaka leo. Kiswahili is a problem. Math,
Hapo kwenye
English.
English ndo nilishuka.
Unajua, because I was like you said, 3.
Yeah.
Nipate subjects 3 nifanya zenye naweza
Maths, English, PE, kienda sana history. Done.
Bas.
Yeah.
No. Because you and teachers know. Yeah. And parents know.
No. Yeah.
Huyu hapa anashine.
Yeah.
Ukiangalia report form unaangalia tu A, Z.
My son told me the other day, Mommy, Daddy told me that if I do well in my GCSEs, he'll get me such and such.
Yeah.
But I don't have to get A's in everything because I'm not good at everything.
Bas.
Like you see,
Now,
I chose well. My ex-husband is a very wise man.
and you see, it's important because when you know your child's strength,
yes,
and they know their child's strength,
yes,
you can work towards
that's
the
it.
same goal.
Exactly, 100%.
Mimi niliambiwa enda shule.
Yeah.
Enda shule. Mpaka kuna shule zingine nilipelekwa mpaka leo siwezi jibu. Daddy. Banking. My daddy is a banker. My godfather is a banker. So somebody had to take at least
you had to be a banker.
Follow suit, footsteps nani zinaza like the footsteps.
To be fair,
unajua.
I have a degree in finance. However, I'm also a business person. But talking about business,
yeah.
Being in the entertainment industry in Kenya,
yes.
Number one, there are a lot of talented people out here. So many. So the competition is very high.
Yes,
the support at home is minimal.
Yes.
So therefore, sometimes, as we say, you did banking, I did finance. We sometimes have to do things that appease.
Yes.
The elders. So but what else have you had to do to sustain your passion? Because as you say, ningeomoka, which means dance ndiyo imekufanyia vizuri.
Yes.
But it hasn't been the thing that always pays the bills.
True.
It's paid to a certain extent.
Yes.
But what else have you had to do? After all, this is a business show. This is why you're invited here.
Yes.
Because we know that you've also been in business. What other things have you had to do?
Money out here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What else have you had to do to make money out here while you pursued your passion?
My thing.
Yeah.
Hey, kwanza acha nianzie huku juu. Miaka. Si jokes.
What do you mean?
Unazeeka best inafika mahali, there's some things you can do and you can't do, and plus you get older, things are changing.
Yeah.
You have to keep up. Saa zingine keep up inakuanga hadithi because labda strengths zako ziko ile side nyingine na hizo vitu zenye zimetoka.
Yes.
What is,
how do you mean?
What unajua lazima uje kukashikia hapa.
Monyoski.
And you keep learning. There's things happening.
Yeah. You have to stay fresh.
Yes, you have to stay fresh.
Yeah.
And utapata kuna time Afrobeat was the thing.
Yes.
Everywhere. Mnakwambia kwa wazungu wali dance lingala, my friend. Wind your waist.
Yeah.
But inafika mahali your phase ikiisha, the next thing comes in. So you have to stay on toes.
Yeah.
Umelan kitu ingine.
Yes.
And it takes time. It takes time because kuna naweza kosa gig kwa sababu I don't have the latest thing, I don't have the latest skills, sija upgrade to your
but
level.
also I think like as a dancer what we have to accept is the problem with an industry like Kenya.
Yes.
We don't have a wide variety of forms of dancing.
Yes.
We do have it in terms of I can dance to this. I'm good at hip hop.
Generally, yes.
I'm good at Afrobeat.
Yes.
I could be a good ballet dancer.
Yes.
However, as a society, we have a limited sort of stage.
Yes. Yeah.
So people who excel at certain dances will generally do better than people who, yes, we have dancers out here who are amazing, who can turn their hand to anything, but those are rare.
Yes.
Let's just be
all
fair. An all-rounded dancer is rare. You know, it's I believe less than 1% of the population. Somebody who can hip hop, who can pop, who can you know,
break dance,
exactly.
Fluid, you can do ballet, you can
like somebody who can do all of that is rare. So obviously, as you say, it's difficult then to find yourself in as a therapist.
Yes.
I can say that there's a way your body can move, and there's a way it can't. So trying to force it to learn other things as you age is hard.
It's hard. Unajiumiza instead.
Yeah.
And when you get hurt, that means you're wasting time. You're losing time, actually. Not wasting time. You're losing time because you spend too much time learning this thing that you know is, we never say never, but you know it's going nowhere. Unaona, achana na hii, polish hii yenye uko nayo. Kwa sababu there's a market, there's an audience for this.
Yes.
And it's good to know your strengths. Unaona, polish, because kuna wale wanapenda ballet.
Yes.
If ballet is your thing and hip hop, pop locking and whatever is not your thing, wachana nayo.
Yes.
Polish. Because this is that thing you excel at. This is the thing that
become an expert at the thing at your passion.
Ukisikia in your sleep, your body just goes unajua, like you literally you float into it. Unaona? So unapata there's somebody who likes to pop and lock practice. And set inaisha, it upgrades, it changes, because of course music is changing. So you know how to play to this. So usijifungie. Don't cut yourself off at saying oh now I'm older. There's an audience for you out there.
That's it.
And we never stop growing. We never stop growing, so we never stop learning. Life doesn't stop giving. And parents, utaona talanta kwa mtoto, just support. Support, because out here we have ballet schools. There's people who are offering ballet classes. There's contemporary dance. There's hip hop. There's ballet. Salsa. There's salsa. Unaona, there's all sorts of genres out here. Lakini people are not doing enough homework. My son likes ballet. I look at him, I'm like, bruh, una dance lakini ni kitu unapenda. Mimi ndo nimsupport. Nijue, okay, he can do it. My daughter as well pia anapenda. If I don't step in and play my part, mi sijui ku dance ballet. Lakini kuna information hapa nje. I could learn a thing or two. Because there's that discipline, there's like that basic discipline that comes with dance. Unaona, kuna zile vitu zenye mnarudia, I can walk them through that. Lakini nikishafika hapo, pass them on to the other person. Inakuwa ni teacher. Carry on. Just like in sport. Kuna zile vitu zenye unajua, kuna foundation, kuna ile base unajua tu hapa lazima I have to be fit to be able to run properly. I have to be fit to do ABCD. So that's what I have. Unaona. And acha nirudi huko kwanza. The newbies, my youngin. Hakuna shortcut. Hakuna kitu rahisi hapa nje. Hata dance ni rahisi na si rahisi.
It's simple but not easy.
Ni rahisi na si rahisi.
And this is what I always say to people: everyone can dance.
Everyone.
Because dance
if you
is
can
movement.
walk, if you can walk, if you can move, you can dance.
Dance is movement. Some people just have more rhythm towards certain music than others, So everyone can dance. We just can't all dance the same.
Yes. Like we said,
that is what when I go to a club, people go, oh my God, you're such a good dancer.
Exactly.
I don't like to dance because I can't dance. I'm like, so let me
show you. Exactly.
Just move from one leg to the other.
Do something. Yes. Even if it just means bobbing your head. It's
so what other businesses have you had to do to sustain your
passion? When life happens. Lemonade. Tulikunywa, my friend, bado tunakunywa. Sipsa.
Hata bila skari tunakunywa.
Your story dance ilifika mahali because napenda fitness. I used it to train people to get fit. Because unapata mtu anakaa na kuangalia kuza, workout wapi? And I'm like, but I've never even been to the gym. What are you talking about? Then I'm like, it became something that I was always being asked. Then it hit me, by the way, this dance is actually my workout. Exactly. It's keeping me fit.
Dancers
it's keeping me
healthy
and young. How you doing? And the third floor looks like this.
And very hot.
Hello.
I said it.
No. Third floor, fourth floor, unakatu mzuri. Because you're active. So unapata hapana. Then ipo shikakuja kwa ni, you want to? Sawa. nikaanza kufunza watu, unapata pesa kadogo. No, and it didn't feel like a job. Because it's something that I do.
You're living your passion.
Yes, I'm living my passion. Zile are like, if you want to pay me, ni sawa, katoken kako.
Yes.
Kafika mahali, life
ikabidi.
Pesa ya token lazima pesa ya maji lazima ikuje kadogo.
Yeah.
So that's how I started. So I stuck to it, and then now I started expanding.
Yeah.
Because you can't, because not everyone wants dance.
Yes.
But somebody looks at you and you're like, you're so fit.
Yes.
Help me get fit.
Yes.
No. There's a guy who will come to you, hautaanza kumfunza hapo kutoa because atashindwa. Mini bazu. Wewe unataka nianze kufanya
Big man bazu.
Waanze tu kukatu hapa. So ikabidi I had to open my horizon. At least I'm like, okay, let me learn a thing or two. So that's how I started. I got actually into fitness training. So, yeah. Homework aishangi. So yeah, that also helped. Kidogo shortly hapo life ikazidi ka happen vizuri kidogo. Nikauza samaki.
Yeah.
Hapo nilingia hapo kwanza I got into fish. I did not know what I was doing.
Yeah.
But the thing that actually drove me to it was at the time I was living in Athi River.
Yes.
So unapata umetoka Masako. Nikikuja kwa madha ndio naonanga samaki. Hii siku nikajipata Gikomba. Kuna kapesa kadogo nilikuwa nayo. Hakika pesa mingi ilikuwa 1200. Nilikaa nikaangalia vika kwa ni maze John niko hapa since watu wanabuy wacha ni buy ndenda nayo home. So I got home, then it hit me,
I could sell this shit.
I know, because you're thinking, man, ndio nitoke Masako nikuje Nairobi kutafuta samaki.
Yes.
1 + 1.
Yeah.
I called a few people.
Yeah.
Niko na samaki nyingine hapa.
Yes.
Naona ni kama itakubamba. Nilete. I kid you not, the next day I was going back to the market.
Yes.
And I had an order, and the whole, at the end of that, umesikia niko na how much? 1200. Nilikuwa na buy fish zangu za home.
Yeah.
Niliziuza, nilianza na sufuria. Kadogo.
Yes.
Because at the point I was like, I used what I had. I wasn't really pressed, but I was bridging a gap because I was like, musician nikikuja Nairobi for this one thing.
Yes.
Ama lazima nikuje kwa mother ndio nikule fish.
Yeah.
Why not? Mimi sijaifanya biashara in that way.
Yes.
But imefika point I'm like, if this thing is making me money,
yes,
why not?
Exactly.
Sijaibia mtu, sijaingia pale spendi.
That's it.
We cook every day.
Yes.
Nimechoma samaki yangu kwa sufuria nini nimeenda nimepeleka. Nimeuza, nimepata pesa.
Yes.
Tell me why I'm not going to wake up the next day and go back to the market. Niambie kwa nini sita stock. Nilikuwa na fridge ya kawaida, freezer. I stashed it in my freezer ikili ilikuwa imebaki.
Yes.
And at the time nilikuwa naenda daily because I'm like, sitaki kulalisha samaki because bado unajifanya homework yako vizuri. But since you've been thrown in the deep end, you have to swim to shore.
When life happens, you have to. When the going gets tough,
you get tougher.
The tough get going.
Unajua?
That's it.
Well, now,
and especially when you've got kids.
Exactly.
Because these kids won't understand.
Demands.
How are they going to sleep hungry? Oh, mommy, my shoes have a hole.
Exactly. How do they have a hole?
And I don't even understand how kids know when you're broke. I promise you, I will show you a picture one day.
TB problem.
I want to cry thinking about it.
Or tech.
My child came home one day. I hadn't seen him for a couple of days in his uniform.
Yes.
So he used to come in, take off his uniform, like his shoes. Because you come into the house, you take off your shoes.
You take off your shoes.
He takes them to his room.
Yeah.
Sakidogo, one day I'm there. He's coming in. No, actually, I think he was going out.
Yeah.
I see his shoes held with a safety pin.
Wow. Wow. Or tech. Okay, how did you get to that level?
Kira Nonyango, come here.
Wheel it.
Why do you have a safety pin on your shoes?
We call it aquas.
Mommy, they had a hole. Nilikuwa nimesota lakini. And this is what happens when you have children. You buy shoes hoping that they will last the whole term. 6 weeks in, this human being that you bathed so kindly, has annihilated these shoes.
Yeah, me stretch meisha ni hata hizi stretch.
Sasa umesota hata pesa ya tokens ndio ujupa.
Maana unakaa hivi unaangalia tu maji ya kunywa
tokens viatu.
Unajua.
So then you like you now, you find yourself in a situation where you then have to do everything in your ability to provide
going to add,
both for the daily needs and for the emergencies.
Exactly. My friend, mathematics. And you find that life is beautiful, life is hard as well. Lakini, I always say life happens, but pick the lessons. Sour. It gave you lemon.
Yeah.
So now?
Yes.
Are you going to throw it away?
That's it.
My friend, sell those lemons.
Yeah, but what lessons? Having come from a point of view where dance was everything.
Yes.
Dance was your bread and butter.
That's
this is how
you
you earned your money.
Yes.
Which means that even though you're not employed by anyone,
and I got
you're
good money
freelance.
for you, by the way. And I didn't have to go half naked.
So
I was young and stupid.
Which is another point.
I didn't have good money blueprints.
Exactly.
So,
by the way, AfroFabb is involved in a show called That Show. On a Wednesday, that show talks about money management.
Your relationship
so
with money.
If you are in the entertainment industry or any other industry that inakujanga ikienda, and you want to learn more about how to deal with your money, investments, nini, you've come from that environment where, and with dance and with entertainment, with things like that, music, you get lump sums. Zikienda. Unless you make it big and then you have royalties, but even then you have to take care of those lump sums.
Exactly.
What lessons did you learn coming from that environment where it was mainly entertainment to this environment now where you have to run a business? What challenges did you face and what lessons did you learn in your new environment? Being an entrepreneur, not a dancerpreneur.
Not a dancerpreneur. Hello, get the difference. Hello.
I made that word.
The lesson, the biggest lesson I learned, because I noticed there's a up and down. So those are calendar.
Yes.
And you knew, like, the first quarter of the year, like there's nothing happening. What actually happened New Year? Unakaka mtu mwenye hajakuwa home siku 5, imefika saa 3 unafua, unaosha nyumba, unafanya nini? Like it was quiet, it was bad.
Yes.
But usisahau pale nyuma, it was on. Like literally you had to schedule your sleep.
Yes.
Because you're on the clock, uko hapa, uko mazoezi, uko show, uko wapi. You're always somewhere.
Yes.
But home.
Yes.
And unfortunately, at the time, I didn't know that. Came in later. Mapesa zilikuwa zinakuja. Shy. Sasa hakuna watoto, hakuna rent, hakuna nini. Life yako iko tu mzuri, unajua. I didn't know how to save.
Yes.
I did not know how to save. Mi kwanza ni wala watu wenye nilikuwa naona tu pesa hivyo nakumbuka. Gas imeisha. Buy moja, buy ongeza ingine.
Tamara Wanjiko.
Unaona? Because you're here thinking Java pengo nini. Of which at the time I didn't know that I was actually forming a habit, which was good because sawa hii imebaki kidogo, buy ingine uweke hapo. Kwa sababu najua itafika mahali pale sitakuwa na ido ya kubuy hizi vitu. Unaona? And since I had noticed that, I was like, you know what, it's okay, just buy and keep. So unaweza pata sina do kwa mfuko, but I have. So
it was almost like a form of savings for you to buy in bulk.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because at least I know I'm lined for the next 4 months.
Yeah.
Sana. So even if something comes or not, niko safe.
Yes.
Unaona? So like if I get something in Feb. It's all right. You know. Because you're thinking at least kuna ka Valentine thing, so mtaitwa mtambiwa kuna ka show pale na ile show moja. See you in April. See you in April. Like January to April. Ile silence inagonga pale. My friend,
for dance.
In events generally.
Yeah.
Because that time no one is doing anything. If it's not the break comes in Feb because there's Valentine's.
Yes.
So people try to hype it up.
Yes.
And you can imagine it's only going to be for 1 week. Because itakuwa ni Valentine thing nini.
Yes.
Iishe.
Yes.
March hakuna kitu.
Yes.
April there's Easter.
Yes.
Gigs start chomoke. And when it fikas April mpaka December.
That's it.
No. So you're okay. And you learn how to line yourself. At least unaweka akiba. I didn't keep money in the bank. I didn't save up money, but at least nilikuwa na stock yangu kwa hao. For me, that worked.
Yes.
And later on, how that worked for me, because I was able to manage my household.
Yes.
I'm like, seleka kitu kamekuja, but it's not always enough.
Yes.
Because sometimes you do need money in your pocket, especially with children. You need cash. Like you said, your son was holding a shoe na safety pin. Unakaa hivi unaangalia unashindwa. It's okay. So imagine sasa umejaa uko na maunga zako hapo, uko na kila kitu, but you don't have money to replace that shoe. You don't have money to take that shoe to the cobbler.
Yeah.
What happens?
Yeah.
So unapata,
or you live in a country where you don't see cobblers.
Who is a cobbler? Ninetonga wewe na dukani
evil.
But ya kwenye mko tu.
And also, to be fair, like those shoes were so far gone
unaona,
that we'd have had to replace the whole sole, which was more expensive than buying a new pair.
New shoe. So it's all right. So it's one of zenye at least nilikuja nikalan, because I was like, okay, this will happen. When this happens, how prepared are you?
Yes.
So like the time I started selling fish, I would save a little stock up, because vile nilianza haya nimeuza double, unaenda nayo pesa yote sokoni. Unaona, so
you
like,
don't keep anything back.
I never used to keep anything. And don't forget, I started with my stock for the house. I used my cooking oil in the house, my salt I'm using.
Oh, that's it.
No,
yes.
So I didn't think about it. So you've doubled this money, take it. I had got to a point I was like, kitu meanza kwa expensive.
Yes.
Because you're there thinking,
it's not bringing anything.
I want to stop, because I'm like, it's becoming taxing.
No, but do you think
that
the lack of business knowledge, as you say, I didn't think about starting it. But once I'd started, I didn't think about it as a business. It was just a means of earning. It wasn't even a hobby, it was a necessity for you. Because at the time you needed the money. But it was a means of earning. What a lot of people, again, out here, walk into is they walk into a business. And once they've walked into a business, they don't realize early enough that I'm now running a business. Which is an entity.
Reminded me of something that I started
on its own. Yes? Which means that even though nilianza na mafuta yangu, nafaa ninunue hiyo mafuta nirudishe kwa nyumba.
Exactly. Exactly.
Alafu sasa the next mafuta I buy is for the business, which the business should replace. Kama nilianza na sufuria ya nyumba, hiyo sufuria nirudishe kwa nyumba. And then and then I start with the business one. You know what I mean? Because now I'm running a business, and this business has to pay for itself. But this business cannot pay for your lifestyle.
It can't. Because aujajipanga, you know nothing about it, and it's just taking from you.
That's it.
Instead of...
No, but the thing is, it's not really taking from you. What you're doing is you're investing.
And at the time, you're not thinking about
it.
Because I kid you not.
So if you come from...
Ilifika mahali ikaanguka.
Sino nasema, ulianza na 1200. Ukaidouble. So, useme, you started with 1200 and made, let's say, 2400 that week. And you got to a point where you were making maybe even 5,000 a week,
end of the week,
6,000 a week. Exactly.
And I'm thinking, wow.
But your business still fell. Because you did not have the know-how.
I did not have the know-how. I just got into it.
Na sasa wewe ni mtu ulikuwa umezoea, nikipata pesa natumia.
Exactly.
So you didn't know that how to reinvest in the business. You were like nimeomoka. Very early on in your business. Sindio?
Unajaza zile vitu zile zale.
Exactly. Ununua.
Nini ilikuwa imeisha?
And that is a thing that really is one of the biggest reasons why small businesses fail. Because you started, not even discipline. Some people have discipline. They just don't know how. No, some people can really save. But once the business is making money, I had somebody who told me, I felt bad for him.
I wonder what happened.
He told me
Yes.
he'd been doing the fish business for 10 years almost. I was like,
Okay.
Because now I'm also in the fish business.
Yes.
I'm waiting to hear this success story. I make a lot of money. They offered me a government job and I refused because I make a lot of money. Now my ears are peeled.
Do tell. You're like, bruh, you let all those bucks go.
Success stories.
Let.
He tells me, but at the end of every month, I'm still struggling. I'm like, okay.
What's this maneno's?
Night at the end, bring in your business head.
Bas.
And I said to him, what do you feel is the biggest reason why you struggle? And he said to me, I just find that my expenses are constantly growing.
Yes.
You know? And I said, well, do you have like a separate, do you pay yourself?
Yeah.
He said, no.
Pay myself.
Pay myself?
What is this?
I said, do you give yourself a salary?
No.
He said, no, I just buy what I need in the house. I said,
Do you?
10 years of kufilisisha business yako.
Do you?
Because if you paid yourself a salary every month,
Yeah.
you can plan.
Yes.
If you say my salary
you have
is
your
20, yes.
You plan for this 20.
Yes.
Ile ingine 80
Ni ya biashara.
biashara, it remains.
Exactly.
No.
You can either reinvest or you can give yourself a bonus.
Yes.
Or you can pay yourself back for the capital investment that you put into this business. But if all you're doing is growing a business to eat, you don't own a business, you own a job.
Kitchen garden.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as you own a job, you will always struggle because most jobs will only ever pay you just enough to survive. It doesn't
For
not
that
to survive,
yes.
but to sustain your current level of
Yes, whether it's
living.
weekly or monthly,
You know?
or nini unajua tu kana kujangana.
Even if you're being paid $1 million,
Yes.
now you're being paid $1 million, your house that you live in, you're paying 200,000 a month. Your kids go to schools where it's $500,000.
That's 600 gone.
Yeah.
That's
700.
7.
Exactly.
Mbakisha so tatu.
Do you see what I mean?
Service charge na nini
Kila kitu. By the time you finish, you're at 1.1 million expenses.
Yeah. So you're wondering, hizi ni gani? Why? But I had $1 million shillings.
Exactly.
Mbona nini zangu zimeenda higher? What's the story?
Exactly.
Yeah. And you see, that's the other thing, because you get into it and you don't do your research, you don't do your homework. Like when I got into it, mi niliingia tu kwa sababu niona kapesa kamekuja.
Yes.
I didn't pay myself, meaning now I was taking from the business.
Yes.
As much as at the end of the week I had 10 G's, ikifika Monday bado tena nimerudi pale.
Exactly.
No, nimeanza. Like
you are in this rat race,
yes.
and you constantly just surviving.
Yep.
Yeah.
Everything.
So what would you say
Yeah.
were the lessons you learned from, umesema kwanza kuna kitu kingine ulianzisha?
Chili.
Before.
I used to sell chili. Ile pili ya karanga.
Yeah.
Kwa tamu.
Yes.
Sasa hiyo ilianguka juu ya madeni. Juu ya madeni. Mtu anachukua alipi. Mtu anachukua ndakulipa Friday, ndakulipa Tuesday, ndakulipa.
Yes.
So, because at the time you're thinking it's a thing that has come up, because I used to make it for myself and
Yes.
somebody came to the house and they liked it.
Yes.
And they were like, so nimeke hii kitu.
Yeah.
I was like, watu unaweza nini naweza kulipa hata. I was like,
Yes.
And a chance to make money. Why not? Made the first one in. Before I knew it, the whole estate knew about it.
Yeah.
Sasa si uko na inabidi I get money from my pocket
to buy all
capital.
that stuff.
Yes.
Yeah.
Nimeenda nimebuy hizi vitu. I went to the shop. I bought the containers.
Yes.
So already you have your raw material here.
Yes.
You have packaging.
Yes.
At least delivery nilikuwa najua ni footwork, so sikuwa na expense ya transport.
Of course.
But kulikuwa na transport ya kuna soko. And hizi sabu zote sijazipiga.
Of course.
Mimi nimeingia because I'm like la it's easy peasy. It got to a point. There was a time I've already made, because now it became a routine. I've already made, now I have stock there.
Yes.
It's not moving. Day 1, day
Okay.
2. week 1. I'm thinking, what's not happening? Then it
Yes.
hit me. I have to market this shit.
Oh yeah.
Like literally, I have to put it out
course.
there. So I'm thinking, oh, okay. So you start taking photos, and
Yes.
you're like, there's chili available.
Yes.
There's chili available. So okay. Because kama mlikuwa mmesahau,
Yes.
bado niko hapa.
Yes.
Unaona? And okay, mtu anachukua kwa sasa inafika mahali now there's marketing, and then sasa kuna kusumbua tu watu. Niaje? Niko nayo usinikulete. Unaona? So unachukua unampelekea. Maybe they were not ready.
Oh yes.
No, they were not ready. So they just pick it because since you're a pal,
And then they tell you, I'll pay you.
Yes, I'll sort you on Friday.
Yeah.
Cheers. Sawa. Haina shida. Ni jirani tuko tu sawa. It figures Friday, you're like, yo.
You get.
Nini. They start ducking your phone calls, left, right, and center.
Yes.
And even of Elisha.
Yes.
Because you're not making money out of it. So it was like, unless you pay me,
yes,
I make it for you,
then
I deliver.
by order.
No. So that's another thing I learned. Like, fine, you can make things en masse, ndio.
Yes.
But sometimes it's not always the best thing.
Yeah.
Unaona kwa sababu utaumia. You use more, hence you're wasting more. Kwanza kipata kama ni perishable, best you're in trouble.
Yeah.
Unaona, so umetupa, maybe hata ulibuy nyanya za 200.
Yes.
Hizo nyanya za 200 umetupa. Zingesaidia mahali.
Yeah.
So I learned kidogo at least to plan.
Yes.
And nilikwambia samaki ilianguka pia.
Yes.
Ilifika mahali cause again I wasn't paying myself.
Yes.
So planning was, so I'm just spending, and the worst part was I wasn't keeping records.
Record keeping.
I was not keeping records. Mimi ninajua tu jana nilibuy 8.
Yes.
Jana nilibuy 10. Jana niliuza.
I know someone like that.
Yani like literally I was
they're related to me.
Unaona?
And it used to be me as well.
Unaona? And you see, you learned, you got yourself from that.
That's it.
Because I mean, life kwangi kind, but inakujanga na lessons zake vifani.
Yes.
So I never used to. So it got to a point I stopped, and then I allowed myself to get lost in whatever issues I was going through.
Yes.
Ikafika mahali, actually no, I got comfortable pia. So nikarudi niko sawa.
Yes.
Nimerudisha ile simu yangu kama like okay. So it got to a point again I was like on demand. Uki order ndio natengeneza.
Yes.
I stopped pushing, I stopped advertising, I wasn't active anymore.
Yes.
I saw ikakuja kanyamaza kabisa na I don't get orders. Ama mtu get orders, I'm like, but I don't have stock, I don't have anything, so I didn't go to the market. You tell a customer you didn't go to the market ama hakuna,
yes,
they write you off.
Ni kweli.
They write you off. Nilienda kwake akasema hana, ataacha kuja kwa duka yako ataenda kwa duka ya mtu mwingine. At the time I didn't know that.
Yes.
Unaona tu ndaleta kesho.
Yeah. Alafu hiyo kitu ya nini, it brings that thing of a familiarity with your client.
Yes.
You know, it's that thing of maybe somebody turning up late at a meeting,
yes,
or turning up late for a session,
small
for
things.
An instructor, turning up late for a session, or saying that I'll call you at 12:30 and not calling them at 12:30, calling them at 1 o'clock without telling them at 12:25 that I'm running late.
Yes.
And let me call you at 1 o'clock. Is that okay?
Yes.
Or do we have another time that we can talk?
Yes.
Courtesy.
Yes.
And when you're running a small business in a locale where you live,
yes,
you have to be even more professional.
Yes.
Because you know that these people know me.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
If I present a professional, you have to have two hats.
Yes.
Two faces.
Yes.
Yes? This is Sharon.
Business.
What was your business called?
Where?
Give your business a name.
That's another thing. Okay, that's another. It was called Fish Tales.
Fish Tales. Fish Tales.
Like tails.
Like tails.
Yes.
Yeah?
Story, yeah.
Okay, that's a nice name.
Stories are fish.
So this is AfroFabb.
Yes.
The dancer entertainer.
Yes.
This is Fish Tales.
Yes.
The business.
Mashakura, yes.
This is Fabi, your friend and neighbor.
Yes. Who are you talking to right now?
No. Who are you presenting to the world right now?
No.
Nani
una?
Sindio?
Yeah.
Ama.
Which business are you representing, or which personality
yes,
are you putting out there?
Am I making money now, or am I making moshene? You can't do both.
Yes.
When I deliver your fish, it's not time for me to gossip with you. It's time for me to give you delivery. Whether I have other deliveries or not is neither here nor there. Thank you for being my customer.
Enjoy.
See you soon, right?
Yes,
Yeah, I'll text you.
Same time next week.
Yeah.
Ciao, bye.
Nata kama, I will see you later in the day as my friend.
Yes.
Or even, I've delivered, I've taken the money,
yes.
you invite me for a cup of tea.
Yeah.
Take time to debrief.
Yes.
To put that other hat down. Fishtails is now down.
Yes.
Fish yako ndio hii. Let me know what you think.
Yeah.
I'm your friend now. What do you need?
Yeah.
But as a friend, as a business person, usilete shida zako kwa customers.
Do not, by that's a
you know what I mean?
Turn off. They turn away and they go.
Exactly.
They eat big ones.
Yes. Because people come to you, whether they're buying fish, whether they're buying, whatever it is they're buying from you, they don't come to buy problems from you. People want to think that your life as a business person is perfect, and that's why they ask you for loans, for wachanda kulipa badai, and they don't pay because they think that your life is But if they think that, then you have to act as the guardian of fishtails and say, you owe the business money. When you're asking for money, it's not you owe me money, because it's not your money, it's the money for the business. Exactly. So you have to use your language very carefully.
Yes, that's the other thing.
You know.
That's the other thing.
Am I talking to you as Fishtails?
Yes.
Or am I talking to you as AfroFabb?
Yes.
And even as AfroFabb, you're calling me to a gig.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yeah. It's not a social call.
You're not calling Fabi. You're calling AfroFabb.
Ambia Fabi, ambia AfroFabb.
Yes.
Kuna job.
Terms and conditions za AfroFabb ni gani?
Bas.
Na nikikudai kutoka kwa hiyo event, mimi nakudai kama AfroFabb.
Yeah.
The person who delivered. Because as AfroFabb, you're a brand on your own.
It's true.
You see what I mean?
Yes. And you have to act as such.
Yes.
Package yourself. And you can't have the same rules for all your personalities.
No.
Because Ababu, AfroFabb is active. She's a performer.
Yeah.
Nona.
Yeah.
She stands on stage.
Yes.
She does her thing. Hypes people, calls in people, engages people in that way, entertaining way.
Yes.
Akishuka hapo kwa AfroFabb, ameingia Fishtails. Akiingia Fishtails, my friend, mimi na nutrition based tuko tu hapa na wewe. Unaona? Unataka chili? Unataka samaki? Tuko tu na wewe. Unaona? So ask me anything about fish.
Yes.
I'll tell you.
Yes.
Ask me how to, you want me to cook it in a certain nitakusort.
Yes.
Lakini AfroFabb alibaki huko.
Yeah,
alibaki huko kwa sababu vile, because hata ukiangalia the way we charge when you're performing and the way you charge for this fish, because this is a service like,
of course
it's non-tangible.
That's it.
No, this other one, I fry the fish or whichever way I'm going to cook it and give it.
Yes,
it's something tangible. Utaona if si mbichi imepikwa. No. So hata charges, utaona charges zitakuwa tofauti. Vile nda quote
very different.
Terms and condition, how we handle ourselves on this side and how we handle ourselves on this side is different.
Yeah.
No. And that's the other thing people need to do.
Yes.
You need to, like you said, put your different hats on.
Yeah.
Separate your personal life.
Yes.
Weka huko.
Yes.
Kama wewe ni mama, kama wewe ni bibi, kama wewe ni nini, iwacha kule umewacha. Ukikuja busy, if you're the CEO, you're the CEO.
That's it.
If you're the employee, you're the employee. Fanya
Exactly.
kazi yako.
Yeah.
Kwa sababu, I like to say, if you don't do your job, there's someone else who's not getting
100%.
paid somewhere. Unaona?
Yeah.
So usipofanya hapa chini.
Yes.
Kama sijauza samaki.
Yes.
Biz huku inadai.
Exactly.
Unaona? Because najua Fishtails is going to suffer.
Yes.
And it's going to be this, that and the other.
That's it.
AfroFabb on this other side, usipolipwa do yako, sina do ya kulipa net, sina do ya kulipia space lenye nafanya mazoezi.
That's it.
Sina, like, I don't even have transport to go for the next gig.
That's it.
Uwezi itwa gig, alafu naanza kuambia mse vile hauna fare, unaona, mashida zako.
Tuma fare.
Unaona, inaita kulwa kuzidisha. Unaona, unaanza kupeana mashida zako.
Yeah.
That's not professional. That's not what a client wants to hear.
Exactly.
They want to hear, okay, it's on Saturday at 2 p.m.
Don't worry about it. I'll be there.
Show up at
100.
Anza kutembea saa 2 asubuhi ufike huko sasa.
Lakini hapo kwenye timekeeping.
Hiyo pia imekuwa challenge based.
Ebu ambia watu.
Hiyo pia imekuwa challenge. I kid you not. That's one thing I have struggled with.
Yeah.
Hiyo ni kitu struggle na. Cause hata nikirudi tena tu kwa hiyo story ya samaki. Yeah, fitness kidogo sijui nilijipangaje ili no hata ilikuja after samaki, so I think that's why it helped.
Yeah.
You find that somebody wants their fish at 7 because it's for dinner.
Yes.
7:20 ndio huyo mimi naharakisha na kuja naye. Ikipata kama ni mtu mwenye amejam kabisa na hataki story yako, hataki story.
Hata hiyo fish.
Umechoma samaki?
Yeah.
Hauna mtu wa kuuzia?
Yes.
Labda hiyo size ilikuwa imebaki, labda ameitisha fish tao.
Yes.
Utaipeleka wapi?
So let me ask you something.
Yes.
Why were you so appalling at timekeeping? Which is another thing that most people have in this society.
Yeah.
People keeping other people late, but they themselves don't want to be kept late.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is... Where do you think that comes from?
Lack of planning. Lack of planning. That's the biggest lack of planning.
Yeah.
Because ukienda kulala jipange. Sindio? Unajua 6 nafaa kuwa mahali fulani.
Yes.
Organize. Kama unajua kuna nguo zenye unataka kuvaa, if unajua asubuhi utaweza kuamka mapema, tayarisha usiku. Tayarisha usiku, iron what you have to iron, lay your outfit out.
Yes.
Get that out of your way. Kwa sababu asubuhi unajua that's at least 10-15 minutes umesave.
That's it.
That you don't have to deal with this.
Exactly.
Kama unajua labda you have to take breakfast, na ni kitu yenye unaweza tengeneza saa hii asubuhi ni kuchemsha ukienda. Tengeneza saa hii.
Exactly.
Asubuhi sasa leo nataka kwenda, mimi sijui time inaendanga wapi. Unafikia ngai imeisha, ni saa ya kuenda.
Kweli.
And you keep playing it in your head, I'll be late. Trust me, you'll be late.
Yeah.
Because you've said it so many times.
Universe
gives you so expecting to be late.
Yes.
Let's get to there late.
Exactly. It's like when you think, I hope it doesn't rain, I hope it doesn't rain. It rains. Because your predominant thought is rain. It's not dry.
Yes.
I hope it stays dry. Yes. It's different from I hope it doesn't rain.
Bas.
You know?
No.
I want to get money. I want to get money. You will get the money. But I'm so broke.
You will be broke
for those who don't have. Even less will be given. And to those who have. Kwa sababu wadosi wanaendelea
the rich keep getting richer.
Yeah, because to them,
they attracted.
100%.
They attracted.
Rich people almost take it for granted. And this is why you'll see a rich person lose
everything.
Yote. Anapilisika inaanguka yote. Atakuwa stressed for a couple of days. Ataamka, atakuwa na idea, ataanzisha, na atakuwa na do tena.
Been there, done that.
Exactly.
Before. I made money before.
Yes.
I know how to make money.
I
can do it again.
Exactly.
Yani anaweza filisika like 6 times. Like nakwambia ikifika at the end of this year ni millionaire tena.
Akona blueprint. All they have to do is repeat what they've been doing.
Yes.
You know? Wake up early, work hard, know the right people, do the right things, fill the gaps in your knowledge, you know. Anyway,
uko na blueprint ya nyumba.
Sasa
ndio imebomolewa.
Exactly.
Ukijenga bado si ile.
Bas.
It's the same house you're building over and over again.
So but only now you're starting from a place of experience.
Bas.
You know exactly who to call.
Yes.
You know exactly where to go.
Kila kitu.
If you need a loan, you know exactly which bank to go to. Bas. You know where not to go to.
You know how to approach them.
Exactly.
Bas.
You know. Yeah. You know the procedure. So a house that took you 3 years to build this time is going to take you 1 year.
Half 1 year. Yani literally.
Because you have a shortcut.
Yeah.
You don't have to
you already have all the information.
Exactly.
You don't have to start from scratch.
Exactly. So we as a world have had, for lack of a better word, a bit of a topsy-turvy year. Bibi yako handsome. And
it's a problem.
Yes.
It's a problem.
How has being somebody who is self-employed and obviously a mom and having other responsibilities, how have you survived? Because this year has been a year ya kusurvive. Si uongo. Hata wenye wako nayo tuna survive tu.
Survive t-shirt. I survived 2020.
Exactly. How has this year been for you, and what lessons have you learned? Because I know that from what you explain, kumekuwa na miaka zimekuwa hard. Unaona? Lakini hii mwaka sasa ndio ilikuwa inafai kwe.
Ilikuwa noma. Yani ilikuwa inyonge nimalize.
Talk us through, because now we are at the end of the year. We have 1 month. Na hii month inakuanga ile imepotea anyway. Lakini hakuna siku kwa hii world we waste na hakuna siku museme imepotea. But to most people wanasema sasa tutafika mwisho wa mwaka. Because December
wale wali write off March.
Exactly. So from January,
yes,
talk us through your year. 2 minutes. I will time you. Talk us through your year, lessons learned, like literally, what has this year been for you? Whether it's been positive or negative, what lessons have you learned, and what encouragement can you give people out here from how your year has been?
20 plenty. That's how I checked into this year. I was like 20 plenty. And I think that's the other thing. Aki universe gives you what you ask for. I got into this year saying this year is going to be different. This year is going to be big.
Yes.
Because my last birthday again, Iliji promised. I kept looking, Nico 35. Just saying. I kept promising myself, and it's something that I played in my head for so long. I was like, when I get to 35, I'm going to be ABC. Like my plan was just upgrade.
Yes.
That is what I got.
Yes.
That is what I got. January kafika 20 plenty, 2020 ni wewe, 20 plenty.
Yes.
You see the things I was calling?
Yeah.
Sikujua, that's what I was doing.
Yes.
But clearly, the universe was working with me.
Yeah.
And tukianza January was different. It was hard because hapo awali. Watu wanasema 2020 ni hard.
Loko melegea.
Watu wanasema 2020 ni hard.
Yeah.
Ask me about 2019.
Yeah.
2019 was heavy. Like literally ushaona vile ukiamka chini unatoka gas kwa tumbo, unakaa unatupa network kwanza. That's how hard it was for me. And I got into this year still in that mood for 2019 because I was like, I'm tired. I am tired. I do not have the fight anymore. I do not want to fight anymore. I do not want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
But again, remember what I had applied.
Yes.
upgrade.
Yes.
So umeangalia, you're like, you know what? Nimefika huku. I might as well thank God and continue.
Yes.
Keeping on.
Yes.
Nini January nika just kidogo nini kuna fimbo nilitandikwa pale mbele. Ikanudisha factory settings.
Yes.
Sasa ndio nikarudi kuanza mwaka tena.
Yes.
Lack of planning, just getting into things head on. I was still doing that. I got into things head on bila kupanga, I didn't really sit through it.
Yes.
Sawa, nikarudishwa nyuma. Now it forced me to sit down and actually plan. Like literally I had to go back to the corner, sit in the dark and think.
Yes.
Okay, it's fine. It is okay. Life happens. Sometimes you have to literally toka kwa hii picture.
Yes.
It stops being about you. It starts being about the things that's happening around you because there's a pattern.
Yes.
I noticed there's a pattern around me, and you keep saying things to yourself. I should.
No execution.
Ilikuwa tu hapa mia. Ikafika mahali I got so uncomfortable. Nothing was happening in my life. Ikabidi I had to get out of that zone. It's usually hard, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. I started making small changes. Showing up on time was a problem, but I chose to show up. Unaona, because you're thinking, ni normal, lakini I said I will be there.
Yes.
I showed up.
Yes.
That's the other thing. So that's the thing that started getting me out of that funk. So it is hard. To start over is hard.
Yes.
But it's not impossible.
Of course.
Encourage too. So yeah, I started showing up. Of course, I grazed a couple of people along the way. But hey, when you get people who walk with you, shikilia hivi na kila kitu kona. Not everyone has time for you.
Yeah.
Shut. I'm going soft.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Life happens.
Yeah.
You get people to walk with you.
Yes.
And most of the times, people don't call you out because wanakuchukia.
Yes.
I always say this all the time. I always tell you all the time. Tough love is still love.
Yes. Yes.
It hurts. It's uncomfortable.
Yes.
But hata mama ya mtu anachapanga huo mtoto because
anakupenda.
Exactly.
Yes.
I know you could do better.
Bora si wale kukuchapana miwa.
Loose.
Yeah.
Unajua amependa ameng'oa mti ya mapera huko ametandika mob justice. Ni mtu mmoja lakini umepiga mob justice yani. Unaona? So ukipata mtu mwenye anatembea hii journey na wewe, hold on to them.
Yes.
There is something that person has seen.
Yes.
And it's gotten to a point that life has happened to you. It's younger. You're thinking, I can't breathe, I can't think, I can't move. But this other person is seeing you. They're like, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go. Do not fight that person. I know it's hard. I know it is hard. You will resist.
Yes.
But ni sawa. Get uncomfortable because you have to get uncomfortable before you're comfortable.
Yes.
Nilianza show up.
Yes.
Okay, you show up, you do whatever you're doing, nini. Now it becomes a routine.
Yes.
You can't show up on time. Start jiskume. Again, you're getting uncomfortable.
Yes.
Unaamkanga 9. Amka 8. It's one less hour of sleep because I mean, why are you sleeping all that time honestly? Unaona. Na unajua vizuri sana kuna vitu zenye unafaa unafanya.
That's it.
You can't start living your life at midday.
No.
Kabla ikifika 5 umeshuka immediately. So you've only done this much. You wake up earlier. No. So
yes.
the earlier you wake up, the better it gets for you. You get more covered.
Yes.
So that's another thing that I learned. Because with depression and shit, depression is real.
It really is, yeah.
Depression can matters you a good one.
Yeah.
But it's you to make that decision also.
Yes.
It's you to make that decision. Do I want this? Do I want to get out of this?
Yes.
You get out of it, sawa. Get uncomfortable. Umezoea unalala mpaka saa 6, acha kulala mpaka saa 6, lala mpaka saa 4. Before you know it, you adjust, unaamka saa 12 asubuhi.
Yes.
Ukiamka saa 12 asubuhi, by the time it gets to saa 8, you're ready to end your day.
Yeah, that's true.
You are ready to end your day. Start early, finish early.
Yes.
If you have children like me, uko na 2 mpaka 6.
Yes.
Uko na watu kama
yes.
Unaona. So you just prioritize your life. Be
yes.
intentional about your living.
Yes.
Don't just show up. Zile za like what's up? Unapata kulikuwa na plan lakini wewe umekuja umetokea na yako haiwezi. Be intentional about your life.
Exactly.
Plan.
Yes.
If you're intentional, it is easy for you to plan.
Yes.
Kesho nafaa kwa Kilimani saa 9. Okay, sawa. Nimepanga vitu zangu najua kesho nikishamaliza session yangu asubuhi nimefanya siku yangu. This is what I'm wearing.
Yes.
This is what I'm carrying.
That's it.
Call whoever you need to call. Unaona? Plan. Ikifika saa 9 uko hapo.
Yes.
Unangoja watu wa show up.
Yeah.
Unaona? Because you planned ahead.
Yes.
And you're not going to be late. Si ati unafaa kukua saa 9 unaanza kutoka 2:30.
Yes.
Kilimani si hapa kwa kona.
No.
And like right now we're in Duni.
Yes.
You're not going to get utaenda na WhatsApp.
Yeah.
So acha ujinga.
Yani madharau.
Juu unataka kuna watu wenye wanapenda hiyo imagine
that is disrespectful.
Exactly.
And you can't go by WhatsApp. I say them hivyo.
There's no teleporting.
Anyway, fast forward. When did things start changing for you?
March.
Yeah.
Ati vile lockdown ilianza. Sasa mimi hapo ndo pale nilianza kuishi hii mwaka vizuri.
Yeah.
Because things changed and things were quiet at that time.
Yeah.
And I had to get out of that cloud.
Yes.
And things needed to be done.
Yes.
And you called me out and you're like, where? Uko hapo unalala. Si ndio? Niko na hii space.
Yeah.
You have a talent, you've shelved it.
Yeah.
Aina haja. Come use this thing where jijenge vile utajijenga.
Yeah.
For me, child, it is hard, but you're thinking, okay, sawa, lazima niende. Kwa sababu usisahau, like in the past, the people who would call me and ask me, why don't you do online the sessions with us? Kwa sababu you're not here anymore, we can do this.
Yes.
I even contacted a trainer to train me. I couldn't wake up, I couldn't get myself for those training sessions.
Yes.
Because mwili imekata, mind yangu imekata, zile za like, Fabs, you're not doing it, you're not doing it.
Yeah.
So it was hard, and that came up and I was like, you know what, this spoke imekuwa too much. It's about time nikatoka. Show up. There's no one to be taught how to dance, there's no one to train, there's nothing. Lakini the thing that used to encourage me was I was getting unfit.
Yes.
I've gotten an avenue, I've gotten a space, I've gotten everything
Yes.
that I need to get back.
Yes.
I used it.
Yes.
Saa zingine nilikuwa nakaa nakuja nafanya class peke yangu. Nina dance watu wanapita hapo hivi wanaangalia wanashanga udema anakuja ngatoa hapa kila siku na dance.
Yes. Yes.
But I was working on me.
Yes.
I was sharpening my tool.
Exactly.
Yenye nilikuwa nimeweka wapi? I'd shelved. No. So I had to bring myself back so that when it is time.
Yes.
For people actually to walk in, when somebody walks in, because of course there are people passing that they see you what you
Yes.
do. Eventually somebody will be curious, they'll come and ask you, na wewe AfroFabb.
Wafanya nini hapa?
Nini waudu? Unajua. And you have answers.
Yes.
Unajua unamwambia nafunza watu dance.
Yes.
What we do here is dance fitness.
Yes.
You're keeping fit in a fun way.
Yes.
Kwa sababu si kila mtu anapenda ku work out.
Yes.
And there's options out here. There's different ways of working out. So
Exactly.
by the time people were walking in, I had an answer for them.
Of course.
No, I had an answer. And
Yes.
you see, it needed me to work on myself.
That's it.
For me to actually come and present myself.
Exactly.
And it's opened opportunities.
Yes.
Because now there's gigs. Now we're training here every other day.
Yes.
And timekeeping. Unaona your time working on myself.
Well, actually, to be fair, you can't work with me and turn up late every time. It just doesn't
And
work.
you see, again, that's another thing. Again, you find people who are willing to walk this walk with you.
Yeah.
Walk.
Yeah.
Usibishane, because you're fighting. What are you fighting?
Yeah.
Ni nini nimelose?
You know, change is hard.
It is hard.
Yeah,
and
change is hard.
Like as humans, we resist. Yani
Exactly.
Guy, see, I don't
Yeah.
like this.
Yeah.
And if I sit back and look, there's nothing really I've lost.
Yeah.
There's not. The only thing I've lost and dropped intentionally, Sasa, is those bad habits.
Yes.
I wake up earlier. I
Yes.
sleep earlier. Ooh, nilikuwa sema mimi ni nocturnal. I'm not a morning person. I'm not a. We do shows here every day.
Yeah.
Planning.
Yeah. And we also have fitness sessions that start at 6 o'clock.
Unona, and I'm here on the dot. Coming from I'm not a morning person to being here at 6. Say to 6 tunafungua.
You're set up and ready to go for the first
by
client.
the time people are going out for the then it hits you. Shit, I was here at 5:30, so I still have to wait for this guy. Like, it's okay.
Yeah.
But ikifika saa sita, mimi niko ready kushuka. Because I'm like, been there, done that. Like literally, somebody come and ask me, "Ai, umechoka? Kwani umekuwa ukidu? Do you have time?" Well, this is what I was doing.
Yeah.
No. And me overall, I feel good.
Yeah.
I feel good. It's been a struggle, kidogo, sana.
Yes.
But it's been a struggle.
Yeah.
And I like to say, it's never impossible.
No.
Ukisema hapa, hata ukijembe uwezi kaa chini utakaa chini. Na ni kukaa kitu yenye unahitaji. If you say you can't, you will not.
Yes.
And trust me, the universe will make everything possible. You will not.
Yeah.
Joints zitakata, magoti zitakata, mgongo itakuuma nini. It will work against you kwa sababu sio kile umeitisha.
That's it.
Unaona?
Yeah.
So for me, again, I thank God I put it out there. 35 is going to be an upgrade for me.
Yep.
20 plenty.
Yes.
It has literally lived up to that expectation.
Yeah.
It's been the things I've learned in this year alone,
Yes.
the adjustments I've made in this year alone.
Yes.
Sifting, shortlisting, sijui nini, kujichuja, kujiita mikutano, meeting, conference, seminars. Like literally I had to sit down and I had to get in touch with myself. Like, when you call yourself for these meetings, it's you and you.
Yeah, that's true.
If you have to sit in front of a mirror,
Sit.
ujizushie, jiite, lock mlango, kaa kwa room peke yako, kaa mbele hiyo kio, jiambie.
Just don't get alcohol
Take a good look at
poisoning.
yourself and ask, sasa hii ndo kile ulikuwa unataka.
Kweli.
No. Because hii life ni yako. You have your own life to live. You're not living it according to somebody else's plan.
Yes.
And it's how you live it.
Yeah.
How you live it is exactly what you're going to get.
That's it.
Okay, decide when I'm lazy.
So what are the maybe 4 or 5 things that you can say to people who are in the industry that you are in, which is entertainment, yes? and especially the young ones who are finding it difficult to maybe break through, or thinking that what are the alternatives? What things can I actually do to sustain me while I do this? You know, those people who haven't even thought that they can actually do other stuff to while they sharpen their tools. You know, I think in dancing, in singing, in all of that, as you said, planning is so important. And fitness in dance is so important, because at the end of the day, you can't be a dancer and not fit.
If you're not fit,
people, professional dancers, spend 5 to 6 hours a day, every day, maybe one day off a day.
Have you seen ballerinas' feet?
They're fucking messed up.
Exactly.
But that's the sacrifice.
Exactly.
So what are the 5 things that you can leave us with? And especially for those young ones, because you started young.
Yes.
For those young people, what are the 5 things that you can leave us with as we wrap up?
Oh, my 5 things. Truth be told, it is not easy.
No.
Nothing in this life comes easy.
Yes.
Unataka kukua vixen, usikubali kuitwa vixen kwa sababu vixen kuna
tu connotation.
Bracket wamewekwa. Usikubali. Don't accept to be boxed. Because it only limits you.
Yes.
And the moment you accept to be boxed, you've limited yourself.
That's it.
No. Get yourself out of that box.
Yes.
You need to practice. Practice and practice.
Yes.
Like, that's the only way you're going to get it.
That's it.
Me kuna moves zingine nilikuwa nafanya hapa. Sometimes I need to address my niece. She's younger. She's a lot younger. But I need to lazima unaona vitu zinajisikia na kwanza vile kwa resist. Nilikuwa na hivi nasema gengeton, I'm like, guys,
I love gengeton. I'm a champion of the youth and of gengeton. Ndukulas.
Unaona? And you never stop learning. Aki akunanga kuacha kulearn, like hii life akunanga ku nini.
If you stop growing, you start dying.
You start dying. Whether unaishi lakini huku ndani na inexistent, huko tulishaika RIP.
That's it.
Because now you see, I had to seek advice and help from my niece. She's 20. She's of this now generation, like one understand gengeton more than I do. There's some genres she understands better than I do.
Of course.
She walked me through it.
Yes.
She used to come for the training sessions nini. And I learned. Now I'm returning the favor. Sharpen your tool.
Yes.
Usiwai wacha. Kama ni conte unapenda, kama ni ballet unapenda, kama ni pop and lock, you have to give time, you have to keep doing it. Sharpen. Vile ulifanya jana si vile utafanya leo.
Ni kweli.
Unaona, kwa sababu jana ulishashika ya jana.
Sisi watu walikuwa watu wa maxi pristine shaba.
Unajua, unajua ukienda leo umefika hapa, kesho utafika. Unaona? So you keep going, you keep pushing
Kinapatra. Showing my age.
We know where you fall. So keep practicing, keep sharpening your tool. Keep sharpening your tool.
Yes.
And another thing, be honest with yourself.
100%.
You're a child, you have a talent, and you know this thing speaks to you.
Yes.
The moment you're honest with yourself, utai accept. Me, nilikuwa, like, I've always liked ripped bodies and whatnot, and people just look good, like snack. You see, because I'm like, those are the things that used to draw me, because you're there, you're scanning through a magazine. You're thinking hapa kuna kidogo last na kuna kidogo
appreciation.
This looks no.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, ikitu, like you like what you like.
Yes, 100%.
You're honest with yourself. You've accepted it about yourself.
Yes.
Find that adult in your life, your parent, your guardian, whoever it is.
Yes.
Explain it to them.
Kabisa.
Mimi napenda rugby.
Yes.
Mimi napenda swimming. Mimi napenda bowling.
Yes.
Mimi napenda chess.
Yes.
Whatever it is.
Yes.
That makes your heart sing. Find that adult in your life, that person of authority.
Mwenye atakutetea.
Yes. Na kama mama yako ama baba yako asikii, kuna ule auntie wako ama
even a teacher at school who really sees. But
exactly.
The thing is, you cannot expect other people to understand your passion if you're not completely and wholly immersed in it and completely you're so dedicated to this thing that when people see me now that I was in high school with, they remember me playing tennis, they remember me playing basketball, because I used to spend 2 to 3 hours a day. I was kama ingekuwa mimi ningejikatia. So you know,
you're looking,
but they too have to realize that you have to put in that amount of time, be so dedicated, be so singular in your vision that when people see you, they have no you know, they have no choice but to support your vision. But that is the only way, because you have to let people understand what you're about.
Which takes us to the first thing we said: sharpen your tool. And like dedicate yourself to it. Ndio ile nyatoki kuja kuniambia mimi napenda yeye naiona. Inakuwa na yenyewe, but I've been watching you.
Support you.
Unaona? So inakuwa ni okay. So how do you want us to go about this? Unaona? Because you accepted it about yourself and you worked towards it. And it makes it easier for me as the parent to support you, to walk you through this, to tafute okay sawa. Pia mimi itabidi nimedi nyuma nifanye homework kweni ikitu. Tutai nini
how do we nurture? How do we
so
alafu 2 things in business. 2 things that you've learned that you would like to leave here having ambient people. Plan.
Because for you to plan, that means you're intentional towards that thing. Inaweza kuwa ni kuuza maji, inaweza kuwa ni kuuza bangles, inaweza kuuza viatu, unaweza kuwa unauza ploti. Jipange. Ukijipanga, honestly, that thing is going to give you an easy time. It's going to stop being a job. Kwa sababu ni kitu unafanya with ease, you just waltz into it, umefanya da. Umemaliza. Unaona? This thing of kwa random, watu random ni watu wenye hawana kitu ya kufanya.
It's okay to be random sometimes after you've planned.
After you've planned. And you see, after you've planned, that means ulifanya vitu zako ukamaliza, sasa yuko na time ya kuchoma, ungekuwa umekaa mahali unajua umepanga.
Okay, what's the next one?
And fanya research. Fanya research. Usiingie tu kwa kitu kwa sababu it's the hot thing at the time. Ukiona kama kuna best yako anauza viatu, usiingie kuuza viatu kwa sababu labda hata wewe you're not even moved like that.
Exactly.
So find your thing, do your research, fanya homework, fanya market research. Tuko na internet, uko na information kila mahali.
That's true.
Hizo night bundles zako zenye mnakonga mejikaza nazo. Ingia kwa night, find out something.
I don't use night bundles.
Exactly.
I sleep
mtandao, your story.
But I wake up at 2 or 3.
Unaona. So like, use your time wisely. Your time wisely. This life is too bloody short. Like, it's too bloody short. See yako waste. And jitume. Akijitume. Usingoje mtu akuambie fanya ama ufanye kwa sababu mtu amesema ufanye. Jitole. Get yourself into it, involve yourself, be intentional about your life, be intentional about everything that you intend to do. And it's going to be easy for you. Alafu. Summon the universe. What vibes you put out there is what you get.
100%.
What you give is what you get.
100%.
If you're unkind, the wrath. Itakuja na fimbo ingine. Kama anakujenga kimba na violins nyingi na drums zingine anakuja na bila anakuja. Be kind to yourself. It's going to come back to you. If you're kind to other people, smile at someone, they're going to smile back at you. And life happens. Usikufe peke yako. Usikufe peke yako. Talk to someone, find somebody, find a way to get it out.
That's it.
Usijifunge, because you're only destroying yourself.
Exactly.
And live life.
Well, everyone, thank you so much for joining us. Don't forget that there's a wealth of knowledge already. We kumbuka hiyo kwa nyumba. One more, sema.
Edu sarakasi. Ono mtu mwenye alinipatia the first chance like out here like to perform like professionally.
Yes.
Like, the discipline. That was another night at Tieno. Hey, my friend, see, Edu. But that's tunakupenda. Wala tunyo mepitia mikono ya Edu, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that because it helped.
Yes.
Like after that, I met Edu in 2003.
Yes.
And from there, there's that session that we were there. I think we were there for 2 years. Lakini kutoka hapo, my thinking yangu kidogo ilikuwa adjusted. Yeah? You're here thinking because you know you have to be. Again, he was a stickler for time.
Yeah.
You're not there on time. My God.
So what happened after Edu? That you ukarudi
kwa factory settings ujinga, lakini bado kulikuwa na kale ka foundation. Unaona
AfroFabb. Edu, thank you. But AfroFabb tunashuka sasa, guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. And AfroFabb, thank you so much for agreeing to do this interview, because I know it's not always easy to talk about ourselves, because what it does is it makes us reflect about ourselves, our choices, our failures, but it seems like you particularly have made your failures into umezi, you know. Yeah. So thank you so much for joining us, and thank you everyone for joining us. Don't forget, like, follow, share YouTube channel Nini Gikmakamago.
Yes.
And we're just gonna leave you here before we spend the whole day. We love you, but we gotta go.
We gotta leave you. Remember to be the change you want to see
in the world. Bye.
Adios.